December 1st, 2025. Unreal. Last night I notified different police departments and stuff where November 23rd, 2025, Macy's and Summit Mall, some girls were downstairs and they said they got a hold of us. This whole thing was to extort money out of the government. We needed someone to run a scam on. So we got a hold of her ex-husband. He was already connected to us. And asked if we could do it to her. And he agreed if we made sure that he got everything. And they're yelling out Macy's. And Summit Mall, downstairs. Other people in the mall, they said this whole thing is that agent over a case stealing money from the government. Oh, yeah. How many times have they said that? January to March 19, they said they paid him off. December 2nd, 22, in Alliance and Wendy's at noon, that he stole the money the first day. October 4th, 23, Maslin, that Michelle Lauren, that he stole the money for them. July of 23, told Akron. They told Akron he was stealing for them. May to July of 19, they said they were stealing everything for them. October 6, 23, in Walmart 62, that it's one guy from the case stealing every dime for his girlfriend. And it's just like endless. August 13th to August 18th of 24, afternoon, I was in Mark's and they were talking about North Main. They were investigating that agent for stealing my money. They all know he told on me before. Okay? Everybody knows. It's just like endless. Now you got to think, and think of this hard. Where I have explained that he's where my friend used to work at the Starr County Prosecutor's Office. The police I've talked to, a criminal attorney. My friend Grant talked to an FBI agent out of state. The only one that could have stolen my money was him. That he's only a higher police officer. He doesn't have the authority to ask anybody to stay quiet. It takes a judge due to the freedom of speech. He can't be in the court order. It's illegal. It was illegal for him to even say it. Then he's already told, then it becomes ridiculous. Like my friend from the prosecutor's office, he was only bullying you so they get away with this. Because you got to think how horrible he acted to me. I called the FBI hotline, crying my eyes out. Next day, my phone's ringing. I'm so drugged up, I can't answer it. Let it go to voicemail, wake up later, hold on to the wall, doubled up, got to the bathroom, to the refrigerator, got something to drink, got back in bed, listened to voicemail, went back to sleep. Couldn't even stay awake. Next day, not much better. Third day, made myself get up, got enough air in my face, cleared my head, called a witness that I called the hotline and asked them if they would witness for me, and they said yes. Put that agent's number in it, dropped it in a card down at the mall before I went up to Apostolic Church of Barberton. Paul Paymer, the minister up there, screaming at Dave, my God, I had an FBI agent in my office. He's right there. I walk off as he's screaming, how dare you bring the FBI up here with threats on her life. Women walk up. He knows she's being drugged, being raped, and said he didn't care. I'm covered in bruises, lost 18 pounds, and severely infected. Thought it was a dirty well water giving me cancer. I was showering in. I go in, I sit down, they follow me and see it again. He knows she's being drugged, being raped, said he didn't care. Where I had a medication error, medical malpractice, and it was fraud. And I almost died. It was 15 years before that. 15, 16 years. It's been over 20 something now. Strange making up that lie, calling me a faker. To cover up, he thought I was following Tim and Katie, and here was Linda following her husband. They thought it was me, so he made up a baby lie. That's all it is a baby lie. She was going to be faking she was sick. He didn't care what they did to her. And if she was going to be mean to their women, he was going to turn her back over to him. Can you imagine an agent saying that? Dave comes in, let's go. We get out in the car, he's screaming at me for calling the FBI on him. He ought to kill me himself. He goes for a loaded gun. I put my hand on the council. He beats me all the way home. Run from him. Next morning, I call that agent. I tell him someone told him he calls me a liar. I tell him about the guy that threatened to knife me at Giant Eagle. He calls me a liar. I said he tried to kidnap me before. Oh, come on. Even if a church person seen him, they never verified. That's why I didn't tell him about Terry. He said, I met with that family in my office. The one that killed their kid. Their father killed their kid. Driving fast. Blew through a stop sign into a semi. Those people. I wasn't even there. And all those church people, and I know they're trying to kill you. He says, strangers lie, call me a faker from 15, 16 years ago. I said I really was sick before. Conspiracy and attempt to murder is a federal crime, so why didn't he arrest him? Now, he's already said he met with them. They know the FBI is involved. I said I really was sick before. Was there a camera above the bench when you heard that guy's voice? And I said, I don't know. You either say you're lying or I'll arrest you. And he starts screaming at me how he's going to put me in jail. You say it or I'll leave you there. Blah, 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 blah. It's like, fine, whatever. Ha, 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 ha. It wasn't my responsibility to find that camera. It was his. Now I want you to say you're faking you're sick. Well, it's ridiculous. I almost died. I said I really was sick before. He's like, oh, come on now. He said, I've met with that family in my office that lost their kid in that traffic accident, the one the father murdered their kid, and all those church people. And I know they're trying to kill you. And he says, strangest lie again. He said, and you need to realize what you've done, and I don't blame him for trying to kill you. Aiding and abetting an attempt to murder. I said I really was sick before you say you're faking or I'll leave you there. But they'll kill me so. They've tried to kill me so. Now he's already confessed. He had him in his FBI office. So they know the FBI is involved. Like my friend from the prosecutor's office, he was only bullying you so they get away with it. Think about that. I said I really was sick. You say it or I'll leave you there. Blah, 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 blah. It's like, fine, whatever. Why would the FBI help a person like you? Well, they're going to try to kill me. So they've tried to kill me. So then he yells out, we could always use Pete's tape of Weird with Yourself, the shower scene in the other room. May 26, 22 at noon, the shower scene, an attorney had a shower scene in the other room of washing yourself to make you look weird on purpose. May 12th, 22 at noon, they found a tape of them admitting a shower scene in the other room. March 1st to 3rd of 21, they put two clips together, put her in porn. It's not hers. Then later on, while you're describing a showering, ha 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 ha, she figured out what they did. January 19, they were putting feminine wipes above the toilet to make it look weird. Minute frame in May, March 24th, 22, July 24th, 25. They did a body ratio. It wasn't even me. That's why nobody knew about it. And I don't even know who Pete is today. Found out it's just some guy Dave hired on his own. I said, what are you talking about? And they said something about him. I've never met him. I said, well, what are you talking about? And he's laughing. I bet you're going to say something about this doctor. You don't know who it is. I said, I've never heard of him. I had some other lady use my insurance, and I found out March 27th, 25 after midnight, investigator had broke up with Michelle that the doctor from before was never one of hers. He works for them, and they had lied. And she actually don't know who he is. And when they bashed in my head, they tried to kill me or leave me incompetent. It didn't work. And Dave, he got it out of Dave that it was a girlfriend from before me, made him marry me so she'd have free insurance. The other lady using my insurance was one other girlfriend of Dave. So I thought, well, I knew I had insurance fraud, but he tried to claim some crazy lady stole my ID, and was running up bills in my name. Half my medical records are hers. I thought it was one of hers. Nope. It's a scam. Of course it is. It's HIPAA. No doctor could be with them. No doctor could say anything. The medical board would pull their license and put them in jail for 10 years. It's a strict HIPAA violation. Okay. Stupid scam. I said, what are you talking about? Stop, you don't know. Give me a real reason. I tell him about my brother-in-law, Craig. He said, first of all, have you talked to any law enforcement about threats on your life? Only 2 officers I ever talked to were 2 silly officers on August 8 of 18, midnight. Light and security system said it looked like an alien orb. Angry spirit told me to buy a dog and let a dog handle it. You're kidding. No, matter of fact, I've never even had my neighbors in my home. Is that what's going on? Do you know if Dave's cheating? I said, I think he's cheating. Starts laughing with the other guy and said, so he thinks he's cheating. I never caught him. December 9th, 18, Dave verifies I've never caught him with anyone. Why is that funny? It's not. He said, well, I could take you somewhere and leave you, but it has no money. And I said, I have no money to start. Well, if you agree to get information on Dave and the churches, I can list you an informant. He said, and it comes with $5,000 a month. He said, you'll have a life of peace as an informant. Nothing legally stated against you again, and only for you would we ever do this for. We'll always put it back as if it never happened. You can't be legally charged for anything again for work in this case. You'll have that money to live on. Okay? He said, admit to no wrongdoing, and I'll take care of everything in the end. But if you try to tell someone, I'll tell people you're crazy. The FBI won't help you. But if you need help, the chief of police at Canton is my best friend, and he'll make sure the Canton police always protect you. He's a really good man. I told my friend Walter from the Stark County Prosecutor's Office, he laughed till I cried. For one thing, that agent does not have the authority to ask anybody to stay quiet. It was illegal for him to say that. He was only bullying you, and the police would know that. He's only a hired police officer. It takes a judge in a jury trial. Freedom of speech. And he can't bully you into false statements. He can't make up his own rules. There's guidelines. Get the money for risking your life for getting the government information, and you stay in immunity for life. The FBI, the Department of Justice, would arrest them if they ever try to drop you. Talk to a criminal attorney, please. And Grant talked to his friend that's an FBI agent out of state. He said the same thing. He's just a hired police officer. All right? And he left me there. Now, I want you to think about how disgusting this is. On Google, if a police or an FBI agent tells on a victim calling for help, it's 10 to 20 years. If they tell somebody they can't help, it withholds protection from any U.S. citizen, it's 10, 20 to life in federal. If they tell a victim they can't say anything, it's 10 to 20 years. They don't have the authority. And then he's already told. He knew they were harming me. And he left me there and took the money from the case. That's how disgusting and despicable this is. See, that's where Mike DeWine, his cousin, wanted to know if our police were slow. They should have arrested him the first day and got you out of here themselves and put you in a safe house. These people are crazy. You know, they have made a public fool out of FBI agent John. June 7th, 23, mocked him how they fooled him with the stunner tapes before. They called him a coward. August 5th, 25, they were used hypnotic drugs when they drugged her and told her to say it before. As if Agent John didn't know. That's why she had a metal taste in her mouth and no memory of these people. He even let him torture her. Is he some kind of coward? August 7th, 25, in Walmart 62. The investigators have that. How many times during the case, even beginning in 18, they photoshopped all their lies, where you had bruises before throwing up and infected. It wasn't the well water, it was us. We were drug beaten, raping you, mocking me. Drugged you, told you to say this, that, da, 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 and mocked me how they framed me. And I used to run for the bathroom and throw up. Only thing new to me was that house. It had dirty well water. It took us a month or two to get the water treatment system. You still had to wash your hands, take a fast shower, but it brought water in to drink and cook. I would take a shower, dry off, get in bed, go to sleep, wake up with orange, lemon, and grapefruit-sized bruises, severely infected. There's times I'd wake up in the morning and I'd be fine, and I would go outside and work, and I would come in, wash my hands, make a drink out of a 2-liter Diet Coke and a sandwich, go in and use the bathroom, wash my hands, come out and take a drink in the room and go to Sam Black. People have laughed at me in Walmart. They were walking up, stabbing her with those hypnotic drugs. You don't remember being stabbed. They work that fast. I never seen her talk to anybody. I never had these people in my home. I thought the well water was giving me cancer. That's how sick all this is. They were human trafficking me out of that house. So, Agent John, you think it's funny that women are being human trafficked? Like stealing from rape victims that are almost murdered, and ones that lay their life down to save their family, makes you disgusting and despicable. And someone does need to arrest him. See, that's where even the Hartville police had told people not to say anything. That agent told the police that he was only acting that way to get the drug dealers. And they got all those drug dealers off this case, and he still didn't pay me. Now they think he fooled the police. Yeah. And they need to arrest him. Do you know today's December 1st? He got another $5,000. That's how sick this is. He's stealing from the government. See, that's where Grant's friend, that's an FBI agent, he's probably been stealing for cases for a while and getting away with it. He's doing it in front of people now. See, that's what Mike DeWine's cousin said. He's so arrogant with you. He's not even afraid of your local police. I'm going to upload this.